Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. And today we're doing a live Q&A, Ask Me Anything, AMA if you will. And today I have some stuff I want to talk about when it comes to free cruises. But if you have any questions, just type them in the comments. I will be answering them there. And the first one, we say, what? Oh, well, we already have some questions. This is amazing. This is great. This is great that we already have some questions. Before we get started with that, I'm going to tell you that all of this would not be possible. What's up, Chris? Chris is in the house. All this, speaking of Chris is a member of the channel. We just got off of, Andrew's in the house. Yes, Andrew. We just got off of a member-only live. We were on member-only live. I was right here speaking the same thing. The sun was up, so the brightness was a little here. The light was, so the lighting isn't that great. I'm sorry. Hopefully the sound is good. But all this would not happen without our members. I want to give some shout outs to some members right now. I do have a lot of members that just came in not too long ago as far as became members. And there's so much member-only perks. Jack's in the house. Member. Oh, wow. We have a lot of members here. Claude is here as well. I think I got this. I think I got this right. Look at this right here. Okay, this is some of our members here. And let me tell you, let me just play this, okay? Now, I can't give them all a shout out. Oh my goodness, this is going pretty fast. Mr. Ed, Mark, Will, all within 2 days. Look at that. Doug, 2 days ago. Kevin, upgraded to another level. That's awesome. And then we have Garrett 3 days ago. Steven 4 days ago. These are cruisers, by the way. There's a roller, cruiser, Holy Roller right there. JJ rejoined at a higher level. I love it, JJ. Come on. And then what do we have? We have Daniel right there, 17 days ago. I could go, this could just keep on scrolling, but I was like, okay, let's go about a month out for this. And you might say, why you take off your glasses, Brian? Because let me tell you, these are my old prescriptions, and I will show you in just a second. You might say, what does that have to do with anything? I can't read. I can't see these things. so I'm like, okay, I can see them now. Merv, 2 months ago, rejoined at a higher level. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, and the reason why I'm just taking off my glasses now, let me go back. I'm going to just go back. Craig's in the house 3 months ago. Craig, Glavin, come on. All right, let's go. If I didn't get to you, sorry about that. But hey, you know, because we talk a lot on the member side of the channel, right? I do a lot more videos on the member side. You might say, no, you do a video every day, Brian, on the public side. Here for all of us at the public, you do like a video every day. Yes, I do a video every day. Sometimes I go on a cruise and I'll record like a bunch of videos, and then it comes out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then every day that we don't have a long video, I have a short video. Now, most of you might say, what? You have how many videos? And for how long? Yes, I've been doing a video every single day since I started this channel. And some of you probably don't even know. You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why you don't know. And then we're going to look at some stuff. But let me pull this up and I'll tell, whoops, not that one. Not that one. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to show you. Is this it? Yes, this is it. I need to make this big so you can see it. This is exactly why you don't know. I don't know if you can see what this is, but this is in my back office part of YouTube. It shows me right here. It shows me that there are 68% of you that aren't subscribed to this channel. And there are 31% of people that are subscribed that actually get the notifications and know when I'm live. In fact, you are probably the only people here right now. This 31% are the people that are live because they got a notification. And the rest of you that are watching this later is probably because you're part of this group. You haven't subscribed yet. It's not that hard right now. If you're in the chat, why don't you just press the X button and go hit the thumbs up and then press comment and you'll be right back. Okay? Do that. Give it a thumbs up, pushes it out. But for sure, if you're here and you're watching this either live or later, which I don't know how you watch this live if you weren't a subscriber, but if you're watching this later, just hit the subscribe button. Okay, like I said, I get a video every single day, and on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it is long form videos. Should I change that up? Because a lot of people don't even watch all those videos, because I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube. I know there's a lot of things. I know a lot of you are busy, but man, I thought about only sending out and doing videos. Like I'll do a cruise and I'll just do a bunch of videos, like 5 videos all in one day. And it's like, no, that doesn't make sense. So let's spread them out. And because I cruise once a month, usually I have, cruising and craps, playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. That's what the channel's about. And so I either have videos about cruising or craps, or, a tour of a ship, or a tour of a casino, or a training about a craps strategy, or just craps in general, craps etiquette, stuff like that. All of that kind of stuff, is kind of what I do with the channel. And so sometimes I'll be like getting on a cruise. I have a video where I'm on a cruise, and people are like, hey, have a great time. And it's awesome. But sometimes those are delayed a little bit. So the people that are really up to date with everything that's happening, like up to date, is the members of the channel. And so not only do they get to see all the behind the scenes, like live streams while I'm on the cruise, and there's a lot of other perks. You could check it out. Go to holyroller.com if you would. I don't even have it back here, but holyroller.com, it's spelled just like this, okay, without the ER. You don't have to put the brackets on it's holyroll with an R.com. Go there. You'll see a video where some of our members actually talk about what they like about becoming a member, and there you could click and become a member there. Okay, become a member of the channel for as little as $2.99 a month. I mean, come on, you're getting. I guess there's a secret system out there, and there's a secret system with a secret sauce, and there's all kinds of other stuff, and maybe some of Jim the Professor's in the house. Jim the Professor with a super chat. I got to get to the super chats. Okay, let's get to the super chats. Now, this is another way that you can support the channel, so thank you so much for doing that. And a lot of people say, Brian, why do you have to talk so fast? Slow down, breathe. Okay, whenever I'm on YouTube and I'm watching something, I put it on fast speed because sometimes I don't have time. I want to watch an hour thing in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like trying to watch it as fast as I can. And most of the time people are like, I want to thank all of our members for supporting the channel. And I want to thank you for your super chats. Let's read some of those right now. And so what I decided to do is I said, you know what? I'm going to do a video in fast forward so you don't have to fast forward when you're live, because you can't fast forward when you're live. Okay. So I'm in fast forward. Squirrel. Okay, if you've been on the member side of this is nothing new for you. This is what you watch all the time on the member side. Okay, so let's do some super chats here. 7 months, a member for 7 months. There you go. Oh, I got the shirt. Yes, I got the merch. You can get some merch over at holyroller.com as well. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. Dan's in the house. Dan is the man. Okay, so if you've been over to Facebook, there's what's called the Holy Roller Cruising Club, which is a private Facebook group that we have, and it's free to join, and it's just a bunch of people over there, and they talk and everything. But Dan over there has a list of cruises and pit bosses and which ship rates the best for the free cruise offers and stuff. And I mean, there's a lot of people like Ryan. He put it up today, the list of free cruises for April. Ryan O in the Facebook group. I'm not, don't go there now. Well, watch this, but later on you could go there. Brian O, if it's approved by Ryan O, then it's ready to go. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So let's see here. Let's go. Let's do some super chats, because there was, member for 20 months. Wow, that's awesome. But there was a super chat from Jim the Professor. Notifications and subscribers rock. And if I put subscribers, you should have put the little, subscriber. You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much. That right there, I'm gonna give that a heart. Anybody give that a like. Go over to where Jim gave a super chat and give that a like. Look at that, Gary, a member for 12 months. Wow, a year. And you know, your things should change, right? You got a new icon that shows your status when you're on these lives and stuff. I haven't done a lot of lives lately to the public because there was some some YouTube coaching thing where it was like, hey, your lives are messing up your channel. I'm like, what do you mean my lives are messing up my channel? That's why I love to do lives. I love to talk to people. They're like, maybe just hold off on the lives for a minute and let your other content like breathe and they could watch that. And I'm like, okay. But anyway, I'm back with the lives. I came to the point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. No, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I don't, it's not all about the money for me. It's all about helping people. It's all about craps and cruising comps, casino, you know, like all of that kind of stuff. And that's what I wanted to talk about. But the thing is, the Facebook group, Holy Roller Cruising Club, has been awesome to connect with people and to meet people and talk and interact and stuff. And just comments. When people give comments, I'm able to comment, and I usually respond to every single comment. And with all that being said, I love doing the interaction. And a lot of times, getting questions and then doing a video is cool, you know, because it answers a question, it helps other people. But I really love to just interact with you guys one-on-one. Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Right here, right now, read your question, answer it if I can. But I did come prepared with some things that I want to talk about today. And today, I'm going to show you what do I do with multiple offers and how do I choose offers. I'm going to show you how to do that. And you might say, Brian, what do you mean multiple offers? I don't even get one offer. How do you get all these offers? Well, I'll talk about that too, okay? Let me go over here because I do want to tell you about something. If I was going to do a commercial, okay, not a sponsor by anybody, well, kind of. Well, let me just... Let me explain myself. Oh, there's $20 from Claude. Anthem Cruise. He's putting it out there. He's calling me out. He's calling me out. So all my members know which cruises we're going to be on. So they have the dates. And so Claude, his wife, MJ, others were on a cruise this coming, and I had to miss it. I missed it. I missed the cruise the night before it got canceled. Like I got canceled. I got banned. I got banned from cruising the night before I was supposed to be on a cruise. That video will be out soon. Okay, you will see that video. I got banned from cruising and it was about a month, well, 2 months, but I missed one cruise. Well, I missed 2 cruises. No, I missed one cruise. And so Claude says, hey, you owe me one. You got to be on a cruise with me, man. And I guess that's it. Where is it? It is, okay, so the Anthem cruise on August 3rd in 2026. So for those of you that aren't members now, but you might become members, you'll be able to see if I'm on that cruise. But if you see it called out in public like this, then you probably know he gave 20 bucks and you probably know where I'm going to be August 3rd, 2026. I'm going to be on the Anthem of the Sea going to Alaska. And it is Claude's trip. Maybe we could follow Claude's channel and he can let us know on his channel. Yeah, Alaska. You know we're going to Alaska. All right, let's talk about that. I reached out to UR Compt. Because one of my goals was to get on all of the Royal Caribbean ships. And so I've been on Royal Caribbean ships for years. I paid for one Royal Caribbean ship. And then after that, I've been getting free cruises. However, I was thinking, and people always ask me, are you going to go on any other cruise lines? What about some other cruise lines? Well, once you get up in your ranking with Crown and Anchor Society and you get up to... what do you call it? Diamond Plus or whatever. Like you rank up every night you're on a cruise, you get higher points. Well, Celebrity and Royal Caribbean are owned by the same company, the Royal Caribbean International Company or group or whatever they call it. And so my status at the Diamond Plus level transfers over to Celebrity. So I always told people, if ever I go on any other cruise line, it's going to be Celebrity. But the thing is, Celebrity is more expensive than it's more. It's like anyway. I've heard it as like the luxury brand, the luxury version of Royal Caribbean. You know, it's the luxury part of it, and so it's a little bit more expensive. And I was like, I don't want to have to pay full price. So I reached out to URCompt and I said, hey, I want to go on a Celebrity cruise. Can you help me out? And we got a link where my plan for this is that if you use my link and sign up. Now, if you already signed up with URCompt, that's great. But I have a video coming out tomorrow that's going to show you how this all works. But basically, go to urcompt.com/holyroller without the ER, just the R at the end, holy roll with an R, right? Go there and sign up there. You'll become on my team. The reason why I want to know who's signing up with me is because I'm going to talk with them and I'm going to see if we could do a group cruise together. And so it will be the Holy Roller Cruise, URCompt and Holy Roller, with everybody that signed up with my link. On your behalf, I'm gonna try to get you a free cruise. So that's kind of how that works. And that's why I'm asking you to sign up with my link. There is a little commission, but I'm sure it's not anything that matters really at my level. You know, I can get 10 people. If I can get 10 people, then there'll be 10 people at the craps table. You know, I could get 16 people. We could fill up a craps table. So anyway, that's the idea. I want to call them and say, hey, everybody that's used my link, can I get a free cruise for all of us, you know, and do a group cruise together. And that's why I'm doing this. And so I don't say that tomorrow in the regular video, but I'm saying it right here, right now. So you're welcome. Okay, that's one commercial. Are you ready for it? Let me follow up on this chat. I know you guys are talking, but if you're saying something to me, I'll find it. And if you do have a question, maybe type big word question or a Q or something like that, a capital Q so I could see it. Let's see what's happening here in the comments. Okay, Okay, secret sauce for extra comps. Yes, but secret sauce there's a secret system and then there's the secret sauce, and the secret sauce is on the member side of the channel. So we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that here. All right, great. Oh, see, Claude is not only giving a super chat, but he actually talked about the quality of the shirts. Okay, these aren't just your regular flea market kind of like shirts that you get like that are, you know, anyway, that itch and that stretch and that shrink and that have giant necks and that don't cover your belly button, like, because it's like, how short is that shirt? These are good. And how do I know all of those kind of shirts? Is because I ordered many different shirts before I launched these shirts to make sure that they were good quality and something that I would actually wear. So they're not the bottom of the line. Have you ever got these shirts? I mean, try to order, and you might say, Brian, why don't you have a store on YouTube like other channels that have a store? They have a store and it pops up and they have t-shirts and it looks all like generic, like made by AI or something. And let me tell you, try to order one of those shirts. Number one, they're going to be over $30, right? Let's be honest. And number two, let me know what the quality is. That's all I'm saying. And then go to holyroller.com and get yourself a shirt for under $25, by the way, that I'm not really making any money on. I don't know. Maybe if I sold it for $30, I could make some money. Oh my goodness. Pro Craps is in the house. What's up, John? John's in the house. John's been doing some stuff with Casino Quest. I'm hoping to get I'm working on some stuff with David and Casino Quest as well. We've been in the works for a long time. We're busy. I'm busy. They're busy. John, you're busy. Oh my goodness. Everybody's busy. Okay, so let's see. Side note, the internet is super strong on your live tonight. Don't even bring it up. Don't even bring it up. Oh my goodness. I did get the Starlink finally working. Forget all the other internets. Yeah, I haven't, but I don't want to jinx it. Oh my goodness. All right, so what do we got? Yeah, I know the camera. Okay, sorry. If you have a question, okay, celebrity's nice, he says. It's really nice. All right. So what did Ryan do? What is everybody saying thanks to Ryan? Did he Yeah. Oh, if you don't have Facebook, yeah. Sorry about that. We have a Facebook thing. Uh, so Ryan, yeah, Ryan puts up in the Facebook group. He puts up the offers for the following month, so you could see them, and it's very helpful and very awesome. And sometimes he gets it before I do. He's on top of it. Um, so yeah, John's been working hard. Math, the math series is great. I hate this is the thing. And John, I don't know if you appreciate this. I think you will. But let's talk about craps for a minute. If you care about craps and math, don't play craps. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But the math is never in our favor. But the idea is that we're just having fun. We're just doing it. So anyway, um, so so yeah. Oh my goodness. Um, 48 roller. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me tell you about the latest cruise that we were on. Okay, and then I'll get back to this other stuff I was talking about. But we were on a cruise. The video's coming out. We're getting ready to finish it. But Amber, at the beginning of the video, Amber is kind of talking. We're talking about like we each have $600 and we're going to document my journey. And Amber, what are you going to do? And she's like, it doesn't matter what I'm going to do, but whatever it is, I'm going to beat you. And she said that in the video. I will win, she says. I go, oh, do you want to do a challenge video? And she goes, no, I don't want to do a challenge video. And I said, okay, fine. So we're playing, we're doing, she's doing her thing, I'm doing mine. And so we're at the craps table. Amber's rolling. And what was that, 48? You said 48? Amber rolled a 38 on this table at the craps table on the Wonder of the Seas. She rolled a 38, and this was the crazy part about it. Justice Jen was there, I was there, Rick Farmer was there, there was other people there that knew how to play craps, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, not to be rude, but sometimes people don't know how to play craps. Like, they don't know how to press, they don't know how to regress, they don't know how to get out of the hand, they don't know, so they're just same betting or whatever. We cleared the table out of all the money. So Amber on her 37th roll rolled, and they had to make change with the players to pay other players. Like, I don't know what was happening. The money they had on the table, they were like, I have 4 green here. Can you give me a black for that? And then give me another black and I'll change out these 4 green. And then it was so weird what they were doing. And it took like 5 minutes or more. It was, like I said on my other live, it was like the opening of a stock market in the 1980s. Is like, boom, everybody's like, oh, no, it was crazy. It was crazy. And so Amber's just sitting there waiting to roll. They have no money. And I'm like, I look around and I go, if she rolls one more time, they're going to have to stop the table. And then it dawned on me, they did stop the table. The table's, what is going on? And the stick person put the dice out to them. There was still all this stuff going on. They're like, go ahead, roll the dice, go ahead. Amber's like, no, wait, take the dice back. Like, is everybody paid? It was so crazy. And then she rolled the dice and it was a 7. On the 38th roll, she rolled a 7. And then they got some money back that was out there, and then finally the money came. I'm like, they did that on purpose. But man, we took all the money. There was thousands of dollars that we took off that table. It was awesome. And so later on in the cruise, I actually cleared out the table too, where there was no money. And I don't know if that was a strategy, but this is the thing. Don't tell Amber. I mean, she knows. But I mean, don't tell her so she could rub it in my face. I hope she doesn't walk through. I hope she's not listening. But I had a 37 roller. She did beat me. She had a 38 roller. I had a 37 roller. But we had some great rolls. There was another person, Paul, first time, he had a 38 roller. So the top 3 rolls of the cruise was 38 by Amber, 38 by Paul. First time playing craps, by the way. He was with us. I was coaching him. He was my student, and he rolled 38 times. Let's just say that. And I rolled 37 times. She's here. Oh, I thought you were gonna jump in.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted.
Go ahead. Come and tell them that you won. Come and tell them that you won. Because, you know, the video.
I mean, I already said it, but.
No, this is a different live. This is a different live.
Oh.
This is to the public. To the public. Everybody's here. Say it publicly to everyone.
I won.
Okay.
That's what matters.
They haven't seen the video yet. It's not coming out. We still have to finish it. And it'd be something like this. Her bragging about how she won. Okay.
I mean, it was awesome. I cleared out the entire table.
Yeah.
It was such a great roll. People made so much money. That's what was so great. So there are other 38 rollers and 37, but nobody cleared out the table.
I did too. There was only a couple.
No one was there to see it though.
Oh, I know.
Well, I wasn't there.
Okay, fine.
Roll on, Amber. It was so fun.
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to keep going, but we had no more money to give out, and so they slowed everything down, and then people, you know, the way the dice go and all this stuff.
I should have turned off. I was maxed out on a couple numbers.
Yeah, and so we had to wait for the money to come, for them to be able to pay, and it became a whole thing, and so it was so fun, though. We had such a great time.
Busted. Hey, Amber, winning's great.
It is great.
That's Jim. So Jim, the professor, says that.
It was such a fun
Amber,
time.
Brent. Okay, remember when I got banned from cruising?
I know.
I got banned from cruising, and so look, he put a super chat in here for $20, and he said, "Hey, Brian, I want to see you and Amber on an Alaskan cruise in 2026.
Okay.
Anthem of the Seas, and it would be." August 3rd or something like that?
I'm down.
Okay.
If we can go, I'm down.
All right. If we can get everybody on here to give a $20 super chat, we will be there. I'm just playing.
I know, the craps table energy is amazing.
It sounds like another challenge. That's funny. Okay.
That would be so fun. I know we were so sad.
Dan, we haven't seen Dan and Kim in a long time. We always just run into them, and now we haven't seen them forever. And he's right here too. We
need to hang out.
He's been here.
It'll be so fun.
All right, you could see them all in the Facebook group on the Holy Roller Cruising Club.
Yes. I pop in there every now and then.
Okay. She's not on Facebook that much. Some people don't even have Facebook. Okay. So anyway, okay, what was I talking about? Oh my goodness, math. I'm just playing. Okay, so squirrel. That should be the secret word of today. Squirrel. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So it was Justice Jen was there,
it was so fun.
Oh my goodness, like
so. It was so great.
Every roll she had was like her. Yeah, her lowest roll was like 11. You know, she had 20s in the 30s. Never got up to 37 or 38, but. She didn't need to. What she would tell you this, and I don't know why she's not here, but she's probably on a cruise somewhere already right now. But the thing is, she gave some quality stuff, like quality rolls. And the great thing is she was using my dice tracker, which was very awesome because it's nice to see somebody else use it live, you know, like, and for what it's be able to use for. We actually talked about the way we can improve it and stuff, so that's going to be perfect. We're going to kind of give a second edition and maybe improve it a little bit. But she was logging everything and writing every rolls. And she would say, oh, these are just garbage rolls, a bunch of horns, you know. But the thing is, she rolls a bunch of horns. And let me tell you, whenever I see a horn, I bet a horn, you know, the running with the bulls strategy. And I got to a place where I'm at the green chip level with whatever I do. And because it was going so good. Not at the beginning, but because it was going so good, she came rolling, she rolled a horn, and I'm like, give me a $25 horn high yo and a $5 ace deuce, you know? So I had $30 on the horn. And what'd she do? Roll a horn again. I get paid $130. I'm like, press it $30. So then now I have $50 on the horn high yo and $10 on the ace deuce. I bring $100 back to my rack. And then what'd she do? Roll another horn, and I'm like, that pays. They were like, what's that pay? I'm like, double what you paid last time and put it over there. And then another horn in a row. Oh my goodness. Anyway, running with the bulls was very awesome. But my biggest hit that night, on one of the nights, the biggest hit was, yes, I was playing Light in the Darkness. And if you know how to play Light in the Darkness, I actually make the point more valuable than the don't. So I'm on the light side, but I'm playing light in the darkness. Like, you look at me and you see me on the don't pass, but I'm actually playing the light side. You know what I'm saying? So I had the 10 at $100 on the 10, even though I had 150 on the don't. So I was going to make 200, like, or $50 difference, right? But then I had a hard 10 for $100. And throughout the play, I'm just going like this and I'm pressing that 10. I'm pressing the hard 10, hard 10. Hard 10 went up to $100. I'm hopping the 10 as well with extra money. Like, I don't know if you know that strategy, but when, like, for an example, at the lower level, if you have $10 on the 5 and you get paid 14, throw the $4 on the hard ways. You know, press all the hard ways, one each. You know, just take your 10. You know, if you're on a 6 and 8 and you get paid 14, you have $2 extra. You got your money back. You got 2 extra. Give me a hard 6, hard 8. Just put it over there. And so that's what I was doing, but I was doing it with nickels. I was just like, press the hard 10, press the hard. I'm just throwing it over there. Not only pressing the hard 10, but hopping the regular, and that would fall every roll, but hey, I'm ready for the hard 10 to hit, or any 10, because I was hopping the hard 10 for $5 and I was hopping the easy 10 for $10. So I was putting $20 back every time, just all on the 10. And after a while, I just started pressing that hard 10. And so I had, what was it, $100 on the hard 10, $5 on the, maybe it was $10, because then I started doing a quarter out there. So maybe it was $10 on the hard 10. Plus I had the $100 on the regular 10, and it rolled hard 10. I turned around, I jumped up so high, and I high-fived the pillar. I just high-fived the pillar. I'm like, yeah, as high as I could jump. And then Justice Chin said, man, Brian is his own best hype man. Yeah, I am. I am my own best hype man, because when you bet it and you hit it, it just feels good sometimes. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me talk about another commercial. This one is actually me, okay, me, not just holyroller.com, but I'm gonna show you my other YouTube channel that I just started not too long ago, and you're gonna say, what? What? Another YouTube channel? How dare you betray us? No, this right here is called Daily Cash Flow with Stake. Okay, so I know you can't see it, it's really small, but it's at Daily Cash Flow with Stake. Stake.us is a free way, and I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm not sponsored, so I'm not one of those people that have all this money and they're doing like crazy stuff on Stake, and it's a social, it's like a social casino, like a casino that's online, but you don't have to pay to play. They give you money to play. And you might say, yeah, I've seen all that stuff. It's boring, it's fake, and blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of like in-app money that doesn't count. Yes, that's a lot of it. But here they give you 10,000 gold coins, which are worth absolutely nothing, but in the game. But they also give you, are you ready for this? They also, and like I said, not a sponsor, but I'm promoting my channel. They give you $1 a day, $1 that you can actually cash out. And so what I started doing is I started collecting $1 a day for 30 days, and I had $30. And then I started using the $30, okay? I'm gonna just give you a little hint. For those of you that are watching this channel, I have 3 playlists. Proof of concept is proof of concept of where I show with gold coins what you can do with real money if you had real money. And once you get real money by claiming $1 every day, so it's free money, it really is. And then I have playing with real money, okay? And then I do how to play some other games and stuff. But really, I'm not a sponsor of this, but I thought to myself at the beginning of the year, I have 60 bucks. By this time, I had $60. And at the beginning of the year, I started this new channel. And every single day, I started recording my play with real money. And I had 60 bucks. Right now, I'm over $1,000. And you might say, yeah, but it's stuck in the app. You can't get it out. No, you can, and I explain all that in the video. So that is Daily Cash Flow with Stake, featuring Holy Roller, just my voice, when I'm doing and playing on my phone. Really. Like the other day, I played when I was driving. It dangerous, I know. But hey, I made money every single day this year. And so what I did is I created a bunch of formula, like a formula that scales up when you win more money each day. There's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 is where I'm at right now. I have 10 levels. And at 10 levels, you can make $15,000 a month. Right now, I'm making $750 a month by playing a game on my phone for 10 minutes or less. Okay? That's my commercial for Daily Cash Flow. All right, so anyway, that's that. Okay, let's get back to the show, because we're going to talk about some cruising. I told you I was going to talk about, and I will answer questions if you have it. And I told you I was going to talk about the free cruises. Okay, so let me check the chat just to make sure I'm not missing any questions. Remember, oh, question 2. You must have had a question 1. Question 1. All right, I'm going to just go. No, I'm going to go to the beginning. I'm going to go to the beginning and answer a question. I'm going to answer a couple really quick. How accurate is the whole $200 for 1 hour is 200 points? Is that generally? Yes, that is accurate. You have to play for at least 1 hour. If you have $200 average bet for 1 hour, you on Royal Caribbean will get 200 points for that hour as long as the pit boss is rating you correctly. So it's not a shameful thing, and it is totally okay to ask the pit boss, how much am I being rated for? And number one thing is while you're playing, always say, hey, I'm here for a free cruise. Let them know I'm trying to win points for a free cruise. How much am I being rated for? Look at my money. How much am I being rated for? And then you just make sure that it matches, you know? And then another pit boss comes around. It's like, hey, I got, how much am I being rated for? I just want to make sure they have me in correctly. Every time somebody rotates, you might think, whoa, that's crazy. But if you don't do it, you're going to cash out at the end of the night and you're going to go, I got nothing. I got no points. Okay, so the other thing, here's the point. The second thing about that is before you check out, when it's time to color up, you say, hey, before you check me out, you tell it's okay. Just because their name is Pit Boss doesn't mean they're the boss, okay? Well, kind of, but you are the customer and you want to know before you cash out, what am I rated for? And it's okay to ask them and you say, hey, I think I'm rated at, I mean, sometimes I don't even ask them because I want them to, sometimes they'll say, what do you think you should be rated for? Like literally, they go, what do you think you should be rated for? I'm like, I would say 150, 180 or whatever. Whatever I have out there is what I would say. And sometimes they'll go, yeah, I got you at 180. And they type it in right then. Or I'll say, what am I rated at? And they're like 180. And I know it should be like 150. And I'm like, okay, that's good. You know, so before you leave, you just have to ask them, what are you rated for? And you do need to stay for more or at least an hour. But there is a compounding effect to your, I don't have time to go into this. We go into this on our member side of the channel, but there is a time compounding effect with number of rolls that you've been there because it affects your theoretical win-loss. And so, like I said, your theoretical, if the higher your theoretical, meaning the more rolls you've been in on a session, your higher your theoretical, the more you should have lost, which means the more points you get. So longer sessions are better. And I said this to the members and I'll say it to you as well. It's better to play 1 6-hour session than 2 3-hour sessions. If you play the exact same thing, you do 1 6-hour session or 2 3-hour sessions, you're gonna get way more points on the 1 session than the 2. So for all of you that are saying I do 2 hours a night, it would be better to do 4 hours and then skip a night and then do 4 hours the next night. But I know how hard it is to skip a night when you hear everybody, yeah. Just don't go to the casino if you don't wanna hear everybody clapping at the craps table, winning money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want, FOMO is what it is, okay? How much bankroll do you normally take for Light in the Darkness? Is Light in the Darkness your go-to strat? Yeah, Light in the Darkness, I always start with Light in the Darkness. You'll find on cruises where there are short rolls, and really Light in the Darkness, a lot of people don't like hybrid because they say you can't win money, but the way I use Light in the Darkness, and I have a video coming out, I think next week, showing how I use Light in the Darkness to create, make the point more valuable than the don't. And anybody can make money on a long roll. Any strategy will work on a long roll. It's the short rolls that kill it. It's the short rolls that kill any strategy, and any short roll will kill it. But what happens is the short roll is okay with Light in the Darkness, but once you get the long roll, because you're playing Light in the Darkness, you're on the dark side, but you're also playing light side, you still make money that covers your don't, and you can always pick up your don't whenever you're ready to. You don't have to leave it there. And so that's the idea. You're playing the dark side to start, but once you catch a roll, you start making the point more valuable. You could leave it there, or you could pick it up and regress and play for free. And so that's that's what I do. Okay, so how much money do I bring? I think it depends. If you're doing light in the darkness at $100 level, traditionally they say, hey, bring 10 enough for 10 shooters or enough 10% per shooter you're going to risk. So $1,000 would be what you would bring for a $100 don't. You might say, but wait a minute, if you're doing $100 and $100, that's 200. Shouldn't you have 2,000? It's like, no, because the money's the dark side, it protects it, so you don't need more than 1,000. But on the member side of the channel, I actually show the secret system with what we call the secret sauce, and it's how you can use more money than what you're risking. And so your bankroll can be 1,000, but you can leverage OPM, we'll just call it. You can leverage OPM for and still have more money to use, where you're protecting that money with your bankroll. And so that's all I'm going to say about it. And members know what I'm talking about, because we talk about that on the member side. But thank you very much, Jason, for your question. All right, let's go down and let's see if there's any more questions that I can ask and get into, and then we'll jump into some stuff that I have planned, that I have prepared in just a few minutes. Wow, you know, I have this stuff planned, and I don't get to all the lists, but I do talk fast, so I could do a 2-hour live in 1 hour. I'm just playing. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Okay, there we go. I'm looking for questions. I know there was a couple more. We'll talk about ban. You'll hear about my ban story later, that I got banned from cruising because there was the Royal Caribbean and my bank were having an argument, and they didn't want to pay, but they wanted to take the money, and it was a big thing. And so I had to call the bank, tell them to stop fighting, and then I had to pay it, and then the bank gave me back my money, and it was weird because on the bank side, long story short, while I'm looking for questions, long story short is I had to double pay until they released the money from the bank. The bank said it was paid, so that was my fight with the bank. I said, it shows paid on my end, but they're saying they're not paid, and they're like, yeah, we're not paying it unless you release it. I'm like, I want it to be released, and they're like, well, you have to pay it to be released. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've already paid it. It shows paid. You take it off they didn't take it off until I actually double paid, which happened anyway. That's a whole nother video, okay? Steven has a question. How are the dealers on the craps table on Liberty? Okay, overall, all the dealers, I'll give you like my Royal Caribbean dealer review. Okay, here is my Royal Caribbean dealer review. All the dealers, for the most part, are great, okay, with their attitude, with their service, with their energy, okay? Rarely will you find the angry, like rude, like don't want to work, like why you have a job here if you hate it, you know, kind of dealer. You won't find those on cruise ships, like mostly anywhere. Like I think there was I know two people in all the cruises I've been on, and I've seen them more than once, that shouldn't be craps players or shouldn't be at the craps table as a dealer, because of their attitude and because of their work ethic, or pretty much their customer service, you could say. Okay, 2, most people on smaller ships and anything that has one craps table. Okay, if it's a ship that has 2 craps tables, which is the Icon class and the Oasis class, you're gonna find great dealers, like skill-wise, boom, 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 great. But one of the tables, and usually it's in the smoking side, you will not have the great dealers. They'll be learning, and the stick person is running the game by telling them what to pay you and telling them to bounce the DC over here before they pay you, and moving bets go first and take the field, and you know the stick person telling at least one of them to do it. And you're like waiting for them to rotate. Please rotate. And then they rotate and you're like, thank God they rotated. But then you're thrown into that mess. You're like, oh my gosh, rotate again. And they don't come to stick. Don't worry, they won't go to stick. But they'll be gone for 20 minutes. So with all that, they're really good. But a lot of the smaller ships and the ships with one craps table, you're going to see a lot of dealers that are learning, and you'll have one dealer at the table that's running the table, like the stick person. They'll be running the table. So at least things are happening correctly. But what you have a lot of times, and I find myself doing this too, is trying to help them, like because they're so slow or whatever. So like if I'm going to regress to 18 and 18 on the 6 and 8 from 30, I'm like, I have 18 in both hands, and I'm like, they're getting ready to pay me, and I'm like, take me to 18 and 18. Just give me those, and they give me the 30, and then they put the 18 and 18. That's what I do to help them out, because wow, and they're like, and so sometimes I'll be like, can I have a stack of blue, please? Or like a stack of ones. And so I can make the change and just give it to them. Like that's how I keep the game moving. But a lot of people, instead of doing that, a lot of people are like, okay, what you do is you take the cap off, pass me the cap, and then put the rest on it. Yeah, that's what you do. With your right hand, with your left hand. You have people, your outside hand has to, and they're just slowing down the game because the stick person is also telling them stuff. And so anyway, oh my goodness. Okay, so that's my dealer review. The Liberty, though, good. I mean, pretty good. Bigger the ship, the better sometimes. And Liberty is right in the middle there, okay? Let me see if I got to any more questions. Question 2. Do you think, now it feels like a game show. Do you think Royal will ever add bubble craps? Would you want to see it added? No, I don't think they will. And I don't want to see it added. So I don't think they will. I saw a video one time before I went on the Explorer of the Seas. They had bubble craps on, and I saw the video, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm going on the, I think it was an Explorer it was a Voyager. I was going on the Voyager, and I watched the video, and I saw bubble craps, and there was no craps table. And when I got there, they had a craps table. And so they did at one point have bubble craps, but that was only on one ship that I know of, and I don't think it went well, or I don't think they would want it. Okay, so the bubble craps takes up too much space in their small casino. Okay, and this is just my business mind thinking, because if you've seen how they smash, okay, they smash the slot machines in there, and some of them, like Liberty, by the way, you go on Liberty, look how smash tight the casino is. If people are playing at 2 machines back to back, you cannot walk through them. You can't walk that way. There's only one walkway through the whole main casino going one way. But if you're going this way, I need to get to that 3rd machine over. Excuse me, and it's not like okay, go ahead. No, it's like they have to walk out and you walk in, and then they go back to their machine. It is so tight, and that's why. And it takes up so much room, and there could be a lot of problems. Like this is like I said, when you hear that woo woo woo, and something's wrong, and somebody's leaning on this and all that. Get all that out of the casino. They won't have bubble craps. That's my take. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong a lot. I could be wrong. All right, let's see if I have. Oh, what's the number for signature? Okay, that was a member-only thing. I was going to give everybody the number for faster line. Okay, I'm going to comment on that video. After I'm done here, I'm going to comment on the member-only side and give you the number so you don't have to wait online. Wait on the line. All right, where's the link? Where's the link to the comp you mentioned, or the comp site? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is all member-only stuff. Give me a break, guys. Sorry. Oh, there it is. It's URComped/Holy Roller. Okay. Don't do it without being on my team, because I can't get you on a free cruise if you're not. Oh yeah. But I mean, and those of you that are already on it, I said in the member-only, if you already have URComped, that's fine. call them and say, hey, can I be connected somehow with the Holy Roller link? And then hopefully they'll put you in my link so that when I'm getting that free cruise for everyone, don't tell them that, by the way, when I'm getting that free cruise for everybody that's under my link and everybody gets that same offer, so we have a group cruise together. Oh, that was a member only thing. Whoops. Okay, scratch that. Never mind. Sign up with my link. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Michael, not only a member, Michael, but he is actually over there on watching the daily cash flow, and it is fun. I have a fun time, but let me tell you, there's this video coming out. So I'm a couple days ahead because when I go on a cruise, I have to skip a couple days. So I'm doing a couple days ahead, but I treat it as a day. But it's mainly, so part of the formula is that if you have a losing session, you do 2 sessions a day to catch up, a morning and an afternoon. But I did a morning and an afternoon to create 2 days. And so I've done that for a couple days, so I'm a couple days ahead. And the video coming out today, I talked myself out of, I was trying to talk myself out of being stupid. Let's just say I was stupid, but it worked out. Okay. Okay. Oh, people talk about tipping to get points for comps. Yeah, tipping. I always tip the dealers, but I tip them in a different way, and that's a whole nother video. I don't have time to talk about that. Like, don't bet the horses. Like, not like that. I'll give you a tip. Don't talk to me like that. I don't tip people like that. I'm talking about with money, but the way I bet for them, and it's kind of like what John does. Or what John was talking about a while back. He likes to like bet for them and then have them drop some too. Like, hey, here's drop one for you, and here's you on the hard way, or you know what I mean. So I kind of do something like that. But I'll like I said, it's a whole nother video. Okay, so let's talk about what we're here today for our last 10 minutes or so. How many believe me? Put a if you haven't liked this video, like this video right now, and then if you believe me that I'm gonna try to be out of here in 8 minutes. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just telling you. I'm gonna try. But let's talk about Oasis class. Okay, there's been this big thing about Oasis class ships that I think sucks, but it makes sense business-wise, okay? And what that is the Oasis class ships, all the, Central Park area, 2 craps tables, 1 class lower than the Icon class that is pretty much the Icon, and then the Stars coming, and then the Legend next year, which is gonna be in Europe. So there's only 1 ship bigger than, the Oasis class, right? And this is like the best class, I think. But I will be on the Icon soon, so I'll let you know. All these ships are going to 4 nights and 3 nights. The reason why I hate this is because you can't experience an Oasis class ship in 4 nights, let alone 3 nights. But it makes sense business-wise because with the business, it makes sense because most people can take a weekend or take a couple days off work to do a cruise. People aren't, if they're gonna try a cruise for the first time, they're not gonna try a 7-night, they're gonna try a short cruise, like a 3-night or 4-night. And so what Royal Caribbean did, and like I said, not a sponsor, but I understand their mindset because I am a business coach at heart and I do help people start businesses and make extra money and all this kind of stuff. So I understand the business side of it is 2 things. One, if people are going to try out your brand, then why not put your best foot forward? So they're putting their best ships on 3 and 4 nights. That's my thing. The other thing is, this is pretty crazy. They can make more money on a 4-night and 3-night than they would on a 1 7-night. Now you might say, no, that's not true. Yes, it is. I'll just tell you that right now. The more customers, the more they spend. So you'll find that people will spend about the same amount of money on a 7-night than they will a 4-night or sometimes even a 3-night. Meaning that if they're gonna go on a 3-night cruise, they're gonna say, I'm gonna spend $5,000. They go on a 7-night cruise, they're like, I'm gonna spend $5,000. Like they're still gonna pay $5,000 on a short cruise or a long cruise because for them, it's like, for me, I think of cruise per night. This is how much it costs per night. And I'm always looking for the longest cruise possible, for the price per night. I should check out what my lowest price per night is, because I think I have, like, it's cheaper to be on a cruise than at home a lot of times, especially because I get free internet at the signature level and free drinks and all that. And of course, everything. Yeah. That's a Ryan O approved. Stamp it. Ryan O approved. Ryan is one of the members. He's over in the Facebook Holy Roller Cruising Club on Facebook, and he put up all the offers. Look at this. All the offers for April. If you're cruising next month, Ryan always puts up the next offers so you can see which cruise you're looking for, and that's what we're talking about next. Here we go. We're talking about the cruise offers that you get, the instant cruise certificates that you get when you're on a cruise. This is a long list, and this is the 3,000, by the way. I do have to cover some information I wrote on here, but this is 3,000 points, and it is a huge list of cruises. Boom, 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 boom. Lots. Okay, lots. Okay, let me tell you what cruise. I'm not telling now. The members know. All the members know what cruises we're going on before we go on them. They know I have cruises all the way out until December, and all my members know to be there with us. So we're cruising and rolling on Craps Table together, and hopefully we're clearing out all the money, right? But this one, it's a 6-night cruise that Amber got that we chose. We could have picked some more. There was some higher ones. She has $200 of free play, $250 worth of free play. She did a next cruise booking, and that's the important thing. Whenever you go on a cruise, make sure to do the next cruise booking before you leave the cruise. It's a $200 deposit. So let me share with you this $250 of free play she wouldn't have got if she didn't do a $200 deposit. So imagine giving a $200 deposit that counts towards your taxes and port fees for the cruise, and you get $250 for doing that. Okay, that's great. This cruise costs $167. It's funny because a lot of them cost that, by the way. Maybe it's 3 ports. I don't know. But I always say that. I always find myself, $167. So this costs $167 times 2. That's $334. So $200 of that went towards the deposit, right? The deposit she gave. She got $200 worth of $250 worth of free play, right? And then we had to pay the difference of like $134 because of the $200 deposit plus $134 equals $334, which is what this cruise costs. She put down a $200 deposit, so she got $250. And because she did the next cruise booking, a 6-night balcony comes with $100 of onboard credit. So let's do the math. She put $200 down and got $250, and then she got $100. So she got $350, but she paid She paid $200, and she got $350 for doing that. Okay, for doing that. And the cost was $334. So basically, this value of this cruise was $1,926. So it's a savings of $1,592. So almost $1,600 savings if she was going to pay full price for this. However, because she did the $200 deposit and got the $350, then it cost her less than $200. I hope that makes sense. Less than $200 for this cruise. Turns out to be $166. So what's crazy is for 2 of us, because of all this free play stuff that they added to it, we basically, let's just round it because it's a good number, $167. For both of us to be on this for 6 days, go ahead, 2 people divided by 6, 2 people, 167 divided by 2, divided by 6 days, and for 2 people, how much is that per person? Let me know in the comments. That is the tip of the day. Can you get that? That is the game show. Can you figure that? Brian, do you play craps? Roberto, he got it right. It's $4.99. It's $4.99 a person. I'm just playing. 14 bucks, 14 bucks a day per person. That is a great deal. $4.99. I like that one too. Craps table fun. Yes, I'm still on the road to the craps table. I just looked at the numbers today of all the money this came in for the craps table. We're still quite a bit far away, and that's the main reason why is because YouTube keeps a lot of the money, you know. So I'm like, oh, I got this much, I got that much, but then YouTube keeps their cut, you know, from. So we're still a little bit away, but don't worry, it's coming for my 51st birthday. When I turn 51, I hope to get a craps table. All right. For those that have been around, I was trying to get a craps table for my 50th birthday, but that was last year. Okay. Okay. So what do we do when we get a cruise offer? That's the breakdown of how much the cruises cost. But what do you do when you get one of these offers? These offers that come in the mail, or they're emailed to you, or they're on your, you know, clubroyaleoffers.com, clubroyaleoffers.com. You get these offers there, right? Well, this happens to be my wife and my son, and they got the same exact offer. Sometimes Amber will get an offer, and I'll get an offer, and the dates line up, and I'm in a balcony, she's in like an ocean view or interior. So what you do is you have to get your spouse or whoever, friend, somebody with you, okay, to make sure that they're getting the same offers, okay? So my son has this offer, my wife has this offer, okay? We pick the same cruise pretty much, right? We pick the same cruise. She could bring me, or I can have an offer and bring somebody else. She could bring somebody, he could bring somebody, so then they can get offers, okay? So then when 4 of you start getting offers, so say him and his wife started getting offers, my daughter-in-law, she got an offer and he got an offer, they matched those up and they're taking 2 of their friends. And one of their friends is like, oh man, I'd love to go on a cruise, but they're so expensive. Oh, we get free cruises, we just have to pay taxes and port fees. Oh, can I pay like $500? Yes, you could pay $500. So their friend is paying, and it's going to offset and pay for both of their taxes and port fees. And let me tell you, if one of your friends or somebody wanted to go on a cruise and they were going to go on a cruise and pay full price for a cruise, and it was $1,500, $2,000, and you told them, hey, can you pay my taxes and port fees and your taxes and port fees, and I'll let you go for $500 flat? They're like, deal. And then you have your taxes and port fees paid. Okay, like I said, I'm a business coach. I told you that. Okay, but anyway, look up and get these offers, match up the dates, and go. Here's another thing. Okay, here's the big one. Because we talked about the Oasis class, just doing 4 nights or 3 nights. A lot of times they have a 4-night and a 3-night. You could book the 4-night with your wife or whoever, right? And your wife could book the 3-night with you, and then you go for 7 nights back to back. Okay, so anyway, there you go. That's a little tip and pointer. Let's see, that's how the, oh, I did get my first, today actually, I got my first junior suite offer, and it comes with $200 worth of free play, and it was one of these. Is it this one? No, where is it? It's around here somewhere. I couldn't believe it. Oh no, it was just on the email. I was like, wow. So anyway, you'll see that on a short coming up. Okay, so let's talk about, we're gaining about 200. Sometimes I do the numbers for the channel. We gain a little over 200 subscribers per month, and that is with 68, like I said at the beginning, that's with 68% of the people that are watching our show and my shows, my channel, my whatever, shorts, all this, they're just not subscribed. I do a show, a movie, whatever. I put out a video every single day since I've started this channel. It's either a short or a long. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the long form, and the short form is every other day in between. And then I do lives periodically. I do a lot of lives for the members only, and live on the cruise ship and all that kind of stuff. So the main content of the action of the live stuff on the channel is for the members only. So thank you for all the members. And I mean, it's $2.99 a month. Just become a member. It's okay. Some people say, hey, I became a member because using your system and watching your channel has allowed me to cruise for free. And I was paying full price for cruises for 10 years. Like they said that. They said I was paying full price for 10 years. Then I saw your channel. And over the last 3 years, I haven't paid full price ever again. So you can imagine they're like, I'll give you part of that money. I'll support your channel so you can keep doing what you're doing. And it really does help me to do what I'm doing, because a lot of times when I'm trying to do videos, like I'm trying to do like a tour of the casino or a tour of the ship or whatever, they're playing music in the background. And because they play music in the background, YouTube and the algorithm demonetizes my videos, so I get paid nothing. I get paid nothing for those videos, except for what the members are actually supporting the channel with. And the members allow a lot of the videos I do, because they get demonetized. The members is what's making this channel happen. So thank you so much, members, for all that you do. And that's why I give so much of things like this. I don't know if you like this, but anyway, it's like a live stream on Fast Motion Live, right? But I do a lot of content and a lot of things for members. And there are some things, I'm not trying to keep things behind a paywall or like sell information, right? The thing is, there's things that I talk about that I don't want the general public to know. I don't want people to know, because if it got out there, they might change it, if you know what I'm saying. I learned some secrets. I learned some different things that I share with our members, and I don't want to like announce that to the public, and then somebody from Royal Caribbean sees it and says, hey, we need to shut this guy down, and I'll really be banned from cruising. I'll really be banned. I don't want to really be banned anyway. So there's some things that I talk about that I wouldn't want the public to know. I wouldn't want them to know. Okay. So anyway, let me see if there's any more questions, and I think I'm done. Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it in time, but hey, this is okay. How many points are you at this year? Yeah, so I got 41,000 points. 25,000 is signature. The next level is 100,000 to masters. And I mean, I played hard, not hard, like when I first got, because the first time I got a signature was last year. I didn't even know I was getting signature. I went on 10 cruises. I averaged about 2,500 points, 2,000 to 3,000 points every cruise. And some cruises I got 4,000, And now I'm averaging, what is that? 10 cruises, 4,000 points. So I average about 4,000 points a cruise. So I'm trying to get between that 3,000 to 4,000. And the reason why, look at this. I don't know if you've seen this, but here it is. Is that focus? $250. At 3,000, you get $250 worth of free play. At 4,000, you get $500 worth of free play. So whenever I'm at 3,000, I'm like, man, because I usually get, I usually try to average 1,000 points per session, okay, on a long session, not an afternoon session, but if I can get 1,000 points per session, and I play like 4 or 5 sessions, that should be around 5,000 points. But this is the thing. It goes from 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000, so 1,000 at a time. Then the next jump, 6,500, and that pays. Okay, so watch the difference. 1,500 points is $100. 2,000 points is $150. 3,000 points, right? $250. 4,000 points, $500. Well, that's only 1,000 points in between. Then you have to get 2,500 points. So that's an extra $250, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, but once you got here, $250 extra for 1,000 points. Then you get 2,500 up to 6,500 points. From 4,000 to 6,500, and you get $750, $250. So that big jump right there, you have to make a decision if you're going to go for it or not. Because going from 3 to 4 for 250 bucks, I'll do that. But going from $400 to $6,500 for $250 worth of free play, I don't know if that's worth it. I could lose too much. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, with all that being said, that's all I got to say. And let me just check the chat before I end this. Oh, Gary's at 17,000. Wow. You got to get on a cruise before the end. You only need to get 25,000. Oh my goodness. The more you cruise, the better. The more you cruise, the better. So because there's so many people that watch the channel, and there's so many people that get free cruise offers, but they can't use them all. They can't use all their free cruise offers. They could see you. You were trying to duck. She was right there. Are you watering the plants?
No.
Oh, okay. But so.
I should though.
So the thing that I try to do is I try to. Hey, what's up, Ron? Ron, joined late. I'll catch you on next time. Oh, good to see you, Ron. It's always good to see you, Ron. I saw you not too long ago. Good to see you. So I try to cruise once a month, and if I have to skip a month, like I'm busy, like my son's getting married in June, I'm like, okay, I need to take a longer cruise, or my wife doesn't like to cruise in the summer. She said, because it's crowded in the summer, man.
We like to camp.
And we like to camp, just not in Orlando.
At
At Port Canaveral in July. Oh my God. Oh, you're heading to Japan in the morning. Oh my goodness.
We're doing that trip sometime.
Yeah, but he's probably going for work or something.
Yeah, but we'll talk about our
But we're going to be going to Japan on a cruise. Well, I guess everybody's going to know because there's only one ship going over to Japan in the next year. And there's only one time it's going over there. Whoops! Now you got some member-only information, if you can add that together. All right, so the more you cruise, the better, because you don't have to shoot for these giant, like my son went on a cruise, like he went on one cruise, he got 200 points. His next cruise was last month, and it ended in this month, like March 2nd it ended. So he wasn't gonna be on another cruise before the points stopped. So April 1st to the following year, March 31st, in April, he got 200 points. In March or February, end of February, he needed 2,300 points on one cruise. And he doesn't play that much. And so for him, we got him there. He got to Prime. But the fact that he had to get so much. So the idea is I don't try for signature. It just happens because I go on cruises and I get, an average of, well, this time I got an average of 4,000 per cruise, but you just have to average 2,500 points per cruise. And if you do that, or if you do between 2 and 3, and you go on 10 cruises, that's not one a month, that's like 10 a year. Now you might say, wait, I can only go on 5 a year. Then you need to make it 5,000 on average, But the cool thing about it is the reason why it becomes worth it, if you can cruise a lot, it becomes worth it because it includes the internet. You get free internet on any and every cruise you go on with Royal Caribbean for the year you earn it and the following year. So I haven't paid for internet on a ship for a long time. And I'm not going to pay for internet a long time. And it's nice to have internet because internet's probably one of the most expensive things I think that you can pay for, like the drink package and the internet. Those are the big money makers. And I, because I'm Diamond and get free drinks in the casino because I'm Prime level, you get free drinks in the casino. But then because I'm Diamond Plus, I also get 5 drinks a day. So I don't have to pay for drinks or internet when I go on a cruise. Okay, so I know sometimes people say, wow, you go on a cruise, you say it's cheap, but it must cost you a lot. Come on, be honest. What does it cost you? And it's like, it doesn't really cost me a lot. And other people are like, well, what are you giving gratuities? And I'm like, a lot of people don't know that gratuities is optional, meaning you can pay whatever you want to pay. So we pay more, but a lot of times we don't leave my gratuities on. We just leave Amber's gratuities on. So Amber's gratuities goes towards everybody, and my gratuities, we just pay out more money to like the people that we interact with. So, and I did the math, and for all you math people out there, do the math on $18 a day divided by 2,000 crew members and divided by, and times, say 1,000 to 1,500 people because not everybody pays gratuities. Every person that pays gratuities is giving each worker a nickel, like literally 5 cents. And yes, that adds up. If 20 people do it, they get $1, right? If 200 people do it, I understand it adds up. But I just don't feel good about going on a cruise and throwing around nickels to everyone because I gave gratuities. So I want to throw out some 20s and some hundreds as well. And so that's what I do. I bring my gratuities is cash. Amber's gratuities is the $18 a day. Now, one time, we do leave it both on. Like I'm on and she's on and we're throwing out dimes to everybody. And then we're also throwing out money. So anyway, that's a whole side thing. So a lot of people don't know you could turn off gratuities. I have some stories about that, about people that didn't know and they weren't going to let them off the ship because they didn't have enough money to pay the gratuities. So if you want to get like defensive about you should pay gratuities, how about the people that never mind. I know all cruise line does it and I know it's business, but the fact that I was at guest services and there was somebody that couldn't pay gratuities and they told them that they made your bed, didn't they? They cleaned your room, didn't they? They were making this old, like retired couple without any money to pay gratuities and couldn't get off the ship because they had an outstanding balance. They made them feel bad because, and I said, I butted in and I said, hey, just tell them you need to turn off the gratuities because you don't have money, but you have to tell them, turn off my gratuities. And he said, and the guy behind the desk said, hey, wait, sir, I'm talking to them. You, like he wanted to say, mind your own business, but he said, sir, I'm talking to them. And I'm like, I turned to the old man again and I said, just tell him, please turn off my gratuities. And he goes, please turn off my gratuities. He goes, okay, sir. And he turned off his gratuities. And that young couple that was almost crying, having to call their son for his credit card number because they didn't have $100 and something to pay and couldn't get off the ship, was able to get off the ship and didn't feel guilty about it. But yeah, I know, never turn off your gratuities. But the thing is, I always give more. So anyway, that's a controversial topic that we could talk about sometime. Did we just talk about it? Yeah, because I'm way over time. Hey, thanks for watching. And until next time, I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. Don't forget the daily cash flow and the UR comped / Holy Roller. See ya.